Thank you for waiting for us for so long. We were at the police training school where we were delivering 28 vehicles to the police. So we thank you for your patience. We thank you for waiting for us. Let me recognize the Cabinet of Ministers, the Honorable Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Attorney General, other members of the Senate, the Mayor of Castries, the staff of the Castries City Council, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Housing. Permanent Secretary, we still have some outstanding business to deal with as it relates to some housing issues. And most importantly, the vendors, the staff of the NHC, and the vendors of Castries. Let me especially mention the Minister for Local Government in terms of his commitment to the improvement of the lot of the vendors of St. Lucia and the people of Castries. I think it deserves some recognition. The Cabinet Secretary also is with us. Let me first of all tell you that the government of St. Lucia is committed to improving the lives of the people of St. Lucia. That is our philosophical position, and that is the position of every man and woman in the cabinet of the government of St. Lucia. We have to improve the lives of the people of St. Lucia. And improving the lives of the people of St. Lucia does not mean telling them what they want to hear. It means taking actions that will improve their quality of life. And I want you to judge for yourself the actions of this government, how they have improved the quality of life for the people of St. Lucia. I want you to judge for yourself. And when you clear all the rhetoric, when you clear all the lies and the misinformation, when you clear all the propaganda, you will see that from July 2021, this government has been focused and will remain focused on improving the lives of the people of St. Lucia. That is our focus. So what's happening here today, as the minister told you, is symbolic, but only a small step in the way forward. Just a small step, but it's symbolic. The minister is correct. On Sunday morning, I was at church, and I called him from just outside the mass, when the mass is over, and I said to him, Minister, can you come down immediately? I won't tell you what he was doing, but I told him, Minister, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, get up, get up. So, truth be told, he left his home and we met by the library and we had a walk. And we came here because it had been disturbing me to see people trying to earn a living in the conditions under which they were earning that living. And these were the unsightly things that they were vending from. They were trying to earn a living, and we have no issues in people trying to earn a living. But they must earn a living in surroundings that are dignified and in surroundings that are fit for them. So we decided that we would have done something here. And I told the minister that on Sunday morning, it was about 11:30 when he walked here, and I thought I just told him so. On Wednesday, I am leaving work around 8:30, and I see fellas working here. So I said to my guys, to the guys in my detail, what's happening here? So we came here, and when we came, the fellas nearly pushed us out. The fellas nearly run behind us because they thought what was happening. And we saw people working on this side, I think from the Wednesday after or something. So I said to him, Richard, have you got permission to do have you got permission to do that? He said, Chief, the conversation is permission. So I said to him, no, it don't work so. And you know, the thing with the minister is that he defends his position vehemently. But what he understands is the bigger picture. And that's the difference. You must understand the bigger picture. So even though you have a personal conviction, once the bigger picture overrides the personal conviction, you deal with the bigger picture. And that is what happened. So, true to form, he called the planning people, and that's where we are today. That is where we are today. So I think this is instructive in that we can use the space in the city to enhance the livelihood of the people of the city without having these unsightly things around the place. So I want to tell the vendors, getting these unsightly things around the place, taking them out, is not because we dislike them, because we want to improve the quality of service and the quality of life. That's what's important. Now I want to tell you something. The Printry building, we have instructed that an engineering analysis be done on it. You know, I'm the Prime Minister of St. Lucia for now. But I do not believe that I am an engineer or I am everything. I went to school to study something a long time ago, but I am not an engineer. I do not take engineering decisions. I don't. I can't. I will not. I will allow the experts to do that. So if we'll commission, I've instructed for an engineer to make an assessment of that building to see if it's worthy of keeping or worthy of demolition. And if we decide, if the engineer decides, not me, the engineer decides, and the cabinet agrees, we are going to demolish that building and get that space cleared and decide what we're doing here. Talking about demolition, we've begun demolishing the old education office next to the court building, because we are going to demolish both of these buildings and we are going to build a state-of-the-art halls of justice to enhance the city of Castries and to provide justice in an environment that is desirous and necessary. Plus, and you know, you have been having a talk about GPH. You'll believe GPH is something for me, or GPH is something for the Minister of Housing or the Minister of Tourism. GPH is for us. I'll tell you something. Let me explain to you, because you know, I see people posturing on the television, people who never had the interest of the regular people of St. Lucia at heart. I see them posturing now, posturing and speaking things that they think they can fool you with. Let me explain to you what GPH is about. GPH is one of the largest port operators in the world. In the world. GPH redeveloped the ports in the Bahamas. The Bahamas increased their cruise passenger arrivals by over 50% when GPH built the facility in the Bahamas. GPH are building a facility in Antigua. When you go to Antigua, you will see what GPH is doing. What we did in St. Lucia is very simple. It's very simple. We said that the cruise part of Slasper was not making any money for two reasons. Reason number one, we did not have the services, we did not have the opportunity for cruise passengers to be able to explore completely what we have to offer in St. Lucia. Reason number two, we did not have the infrastructure. So you hear, when they tell you about GPH, they will not tell you that the Vendors Arcade is going to be demolished and a new modern vendors arcade is going to be built for the vendors of St. Lucia. That is what you will not hear. You will never hear that. You will never hear that the vendors will have to pay the same rent. And we've made that clear to the owners of GPH, to the city council, for the enhanced premises that they are going to get. They will not tell you that the cruise part of Slasper owed $20 million to the Bank of St. Lucia. And that $20 million, it was difficult to repay because the income from the cruise sector was not good enough. They will not tell you that GPH will pay that entire $20 million. They will not tell you that GPH will build a boardwalk next to the government buildings. They're going to build a boardwalk so you can have a series of initiatives, businesses around the boardwalk, so folks coming from Point Seraphine can walk alongside the boardwalk in an aesthetic environment, pleasing to them and pleasing to the people of St. Lucia. They will not tell you that. They will not tell you that GPH will break down the old customs building. Where is there? A building that's derelict and stares out. They will destroy it, they will demolish it, and build a modern complex for the people, for the customs officers. They will not tell you that in Bannon, where fishermen and other people are trading and selling, will be demolished and changed to a modern facility for both visitors and locals at Bannon. They will not tell you that the Soufrière port is going to be enhanced. The Soufrière port is going to be enhanced, again, to bring it to global standards. They will not tell you that it's anticipated that when GPH completes the work in Castries, the cruise passenger arrivals, because of the marketing outreach of GPH, they will improve and increase the passenger arrival, the cruise passenger arrivals, by percentages that can range from anything like 25, 50, 75, even 100% may happen, my brothers and sisters. They will not tell you that. But where do you come in? Where you come in is you as vendors, you have to use your creative energies to try to produce things that these increased passengers are going to buy. And that is where you have to use your creative energies. Because too much of St. Lucia is involved in gossip and misinformation and yodi and denigrating and bringing down their own. When you try to spoil the good name of St. Lucia, because you believe you will affect Philip J.P. and Ernest Hilaire, you are not doing that. Because Philip J.P.'s job is a temporary job. He will not be there forever. The same way you were put out, he will not be there forever. But what will happen is St. Lucia as a country will remain. And that is what's important. The denigration of St. Lucia's good name, the misinformation, and the lies that are being peddled about your country, because some people believe it's going to affect Philip J.P. It's not. It's going to affect you and your children in the future. Because I understand and I know that my job is a temporary job. I know that, I understand that. All those who did not understand that their job was temporary, Kwapo smoked the pipe. I understand that. So my brothers and sisters, I want you, before you repeat the nonsense that is being peddled, before you repeat people who got their before you repeat things from people who their latest experience was, I won't say that either. Before you listen to them, before you listen to that nonsense that is peddled all over the country, because they believe that they can touch your nerve. CIP. I'll tell you something. You know why there's all that fight down against CIP? You know why? Let me tell you why. We have agreed that we're going to strengthen St. Lucia's CIP program. In fact, we have one of the most rigorous CIP programs in the region. I explained why I did not sign the MOU or the MOA, but I'm going to make an announcement very shortly on our future as far as that's concerned. But you know why there's that fight against the CIP? Because this government will begin to use the CIP money to build roads, to build houses, to build community centers for the people of St. Lucia. And that is why you have this major fight. That is why you have people praying that St. Lucia's CIP gets into problems. That is why. That may be the police with the new motorcycles. That is why you have this battle and this struggle and this fight done from people who themselves are the ones who changed the CIP program. They are the ones who changed it. They are the ones who changed it. Because why you have that battle on? Because they do not want the CIP program to begin to build houses, to begin to build roads, to begin to build community centers for the people of St. Lucia. But I will tell you, I will protect the people of St. Lucia. I will do all I can do to protect the CIP program. I will ensure that St. Lucia has the most rigorous due diligence procedures and due diligence processes. Because we know that when the benefits of that CIP program are going to be unleashed to the people of St. Lucia, that is what they want to stop. That is what they want to stop. They don't want you to be able, if you go to Dominica, the CIP program built 5,000 houses for the people of Dominica. And the government gave it to them free of charge. But we are going to do that here. We're not going to give it free of charge. Tell you very early. We're not going to give it free of charge. Not free of charge, though. That is what they want to stop. If you go to Dominica, you will see the hotels. You will see the hospitals that was built with the CIP money. If you go to St. Kitts, you will see what the CIP money did. If you go to Grenada, you will see what the CIP money did. But in St. Lucia, we've had the CIP under them for 5 years. And you cannot see what were the benefits of the CIP program. But right now, because the benefits of that program are going to be unleashed to the people of St. Lucia, there's all that cry and shouting and hustling. But we'll protect the program. We will protect the program. We have to protect it. The government will continue to protect it, my brothers and sisters. But I can assure you that you will reap the benefits of that CIP program, and you will feel it directly in your pockets, you will feel it directly in your homes, you will see it directly in the roads that you have to drive in. So my sisters and my brothers, I want to also tell you that as vendors, you must have pride in yourself. Because you are selling a service. You must have pride in yourself. You must have dignity in yourself and love for yourself and your country. If you love yourself, you love your country. Anybody who tells you about country first, self first and country. Because once you like yourself, you'll do well for yourself and you love your country also. So that bluff that people tell you, go away them. Love yourself. Do well for yourself. Improve your conditions. Clean around your vendor's booth so the whole sidewalk will be clean. Do that. Dress properly. Maintain your dignity. Look at using the new innovation that is coming, using the technology. It's a long time ago. We have been speaking about putting credit cards in the vendors' arcade because most tourists do not travel now with any cash. I and I was speaking on that for a long, long time by lost government and the people that were there. That wasn't really their business. So you want to bring it back, and you can't fight that. You cannot fight it because the world is moving to a cashless position, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with it. You must have heard me taking the position that one of the banks that says there will be no cash transactions, I said that was unacceptable. And I will continue to say that. But that's where the world is going. So you as vendors cannot sit back and listen to propaganda from people telling you nonsense and foolishness because they want to keep your country back and tell you government pay labor. That is not the reality. The reality is the world is moving. And St. Lucia has got to join that moving world. And how do we join that moving world? We join that moving world by learning the tools of the modern world, and that is technology. And that is why we have every child in this country will have a computer to go to school before the end of that term. Because if the parents cannot use it, their children will teach them to use it. That is the vision of the government. To be better, for your children to be better than you, and their children better than them. Progression, creation of wealth, ensuring that the wealth of this country is shared among the people of this country. So you as vendors must not see yourself only as vendors. You must see yourselves as entrepreneurs and business people. Don't let anybody run you down. Don't let anybody make you believe your only position is to have a tarpaulin and sell things because you're hustling. There must be order and processes in everything that we are doing. There must be order and processes. So I implore you to think about the future of yourself and the future about this country. Don't allow anybody to tell you what they want because of their selfish reasons and their grab for power. Don't let them fool you. Listen to them. Listen carefully. And as I always tell you, fact check. When you hear something, before you say, "Mwen tan mi se adisa," tan saidi ek check si saidi vwe. Ek la we si vwe usadi sai sa mi se di avwe. So congratulations, Cassius City Council. Congratulations to the minister. And let me thank my colleagues for buying into the vision of improving the lives of the people of St. Lucia, particularly the vendors of cash trees. I thank you very much.